Well, good morning and welcome to Lori's craftingplace.blogspot.com. So glad you could join me today. I was searching the web and I found a site, Patty Bennett. She's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And this is called, let me check here, a double triangle fold card. And I thought it was so hers were just gorgeous, her papers and everything. So let me show you here. I'm going to put you up here in my holder. I'll turn you this way for just a second, and so I can show you these. I think they're so pretty. So this opens this way, and then this one comes up. You can see that. Down. And this was one style. Here's another one. It opens this way and then comes over to the side. So it's just a little different. And then here's one going this direction, and I put this little piece of paper in there with a tab holder so that hopefully they'll pull it out of there, and it opens to the side. And then this one is a pocket. You can see that. Well, we got a little pocket here. Stick that in there. I just thought they were really cute. Sorry, I'm trying to get this back in here. There we go. And close this out direction. I stamped my flowers and then cut them out, put them on there. And then this one, I closed up the this one that went over, and I put some glue and made this whole thing a pocket. Okay. So the whole card is a pocket, it doesn't open. And these were some ideas that she had. I think they're pretty and the paper is beautiful. So I thought we would try to make some of these today. And so I have some purple paper. That's like a purple people eater. Purple paper. And I'm not sure. I think it might be Fresh Freesia, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. And then this is from an old paper pack, 12 by 12. I just love this paper. It's double-sided, but this paper is just gorgeous, and so we're going to use that. And I even have some pink here. I don't know that we'll do the pink paper, but that would go well with this also. But I thought we would do the purple. So just to pull out the purple. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you back around here, and I'm gonna tip this down at my desk so we can see what we're gonna be doing here. Alrighty, I think you can see that well. Okay, so first thing we need to do is take our piece of paper, our cardstock here, and you're going to score it. Let me get my little score tool out here. So we're going to score it at 4 1/4 all the way down. Then we're going to turn it this way. So we have the 11-inch side at the top, and we're going to score it at 5 1/2. And so you do that on, I did it on both of these already. Okay, then what we're going to do is I'm going to leave that out. Then we're going to take and put a little pencil mark. We're going to put a little pencil mark right here at the top where we scored that at 4 1/4. We're going to put a pencil mark over here where we scored at 5 1/2. And then I'm gonna have one in the middle here. Okay, and I'll show you what those are for. Let's get my paper trimmer out now. Because what we need to do is we need to take this little dot, little pencil mark I made, and this one over here that I made, and we're gonna cut from pencil mark to pencil mark. Okay, so we're gonna put that in our paper trimmer like this, lining up. Here's that pencil mark right here, and I know it's hard to see it, but there is a pencil mark right there. And we're gonna take this one down here and line it up in the cutting track. Okay, and then we got to come back up here and get this so that we end up having that one there and this one in the center right here. And then we're gonna, what we're gonna do is put your blade, because if you try to go like this, you're gonna wreck your paper. So put the blade down, go up, and then go down. And we pull off this piece. And we can save this for another card. Okay, so I'm going to stick it over here. So now that's what we've done so far. We've cut, you see, cut that off. Now, what we want to do is we want to take, and where we have this point, we're going to cut down to that point. Okay, we're just going to make a straight line cut. Okay, so I'm going to line this up. I got my score line lined up. Bring my blade back up here like this, until not all the way, because I don't want to ruin the edges, my points. And I'm going to go up and down, and I'm going to stop right on, and there's some lines on this scoring tool here that you can see. And I can open it and say, let's see. I still have a little ways to come down. So I'll just go like that. Okay, perfect. Now I want to turn it this way. And I want that little pencil mark that I made right there. And this corner right here. You see that corner? Let's get you up here a bit. See that corner right here? I want that down here in the track. And then I want this one over here. I'm trying to do the best I can to kind of line that little with that. And I'm going to cut down, and it will kind of stop when you get to that other part. You can kind of feel it. Let's open it up and see. And we're going to take that off. Okay, so now we have this piece of, and we're saving that one. Now we have this piece that looks like this. Okay, and if I kind of got too far, that's okay. I can fix that. I'll show you. That's all we need our paper trimmer for right now. So we're going to take this, and it depends on how you want to do this. How, you know, am I going to make this go? I'm going to turn it this way. And I'm going to bring this edge over here. Okay. And then I'm going to bring this edge down, and that way I will have, and burnish this, that way I will have this kind of a card to where I can open it up here and I can open it down here, or I can turn it this way and open it to the side and open this one up, and that makes that one where we have that pocket. So there's a variety of ways that you can do this. I could go this way and then go up and go that way. Or like I said, we can go this way and go this way. So it just depends on how you want to make your card. And I think I'm going to, let's see which one I want to do. Let me see. I think let's see, if I want to go this way, could go like that. Or I could bring it like that so that it opens sideways. And then it's, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so then what we can do is take, and I'm gonna cut a piece of white here. Let me get all this. I got some stuff over here in the way. I'm gonna take a piece and I'm gonna cut it, I think four, so we're gonna cut it at 4 by 5 1/4. Cut a little more off of there. And this, I'll set this back over here. And so then this is what's going to go on the inside. Okay, so I'm going to take my glue. And we'll just glue this down, leaving a border. And then take my little tool and burnish this down. And there's the inside. Okay. And then I'm going to take this paper. Let's see if I can remember how I did this. Oops, didn't mean to bump you. Sometimes I don't have a lot of room on my desk. Okay, so I'm trying to think of how she did this. So let me, yeah, I'm trying to remember. And I know we put 2 pieces of paper together. So let me just double check here because I didn't get a chance to do that before I
beautiful die cut
before I did this. So let me see here. So like I said, this was from Patty Bennett, and so I think the DSP, I didn't write it down. So that was my mistake, but I believe that it might be the same. 4, we'll try it and see. We'll go 4. Let's stick that back over there. So we'll go 4 by 5 1/4, and we'll need 2 of those. 4 by 5 1/4, and this other one. Oh, I just think this paper is so pretty. By 5 1/4. Oh, I don't like that dark. I'm gonna turn it this way so I can have the dark. I'll show you these in a second. So 5 1/4. Alrighty. So see, I wanted this darker. I wanted this color up here. So we've got these 2. So now what you need to do is you're going to take one of these and you're going to flip it over, kind of like when you're sewing and you put the pieces back to back or right sides together. So this is going to go back to back. okay? So then they're like this. And then we're gonna take and we're going to, hopefully this will work. I hope it works. If it doesn't, then we're gonna change the direction of our card. Then we're gonna put point to point. Okay, make sure I have that point right there and this point right here. And I'm trying to think, you know what? I think it needs to go this direction. Yep, I think so. Because I think I need, yeah. Okay, so go, start on the right hand side and go from point to point. And then again, put your cutting tool up there. So then we have both of these. Okay, so let's get this out of the way again. So that's what we had. We had our 4 by 5 1/4. Then we put it at the right side over here, point to point, and cut it. Now we're gonna take these, we're gonna lay them on here. So let's see. This one should go right here. Okay. That one should go right there. And that one should go right there. Okay. And then we'll have these two for another one. And we'll stick those over there. Okay, so that's what we'll have. Okay, so let's just put them down. We'll leave that one right there for a minute. I'm just gonna put my glue on here, making sure I get to the point. And we want to have a little border. So we'll smush it down. Then we'll take this one and we'll put some glue on the back of this. Down there. Alrighty, we'll put this one right here. Whoops. And then if you do what I just did and get some over here on the purple part, just wipe it off with a tissue or a paper towel or something. Okay, so we have that. Okay, we'll open our card. There we have it. Okay, then the next thing that I did was I took a little piece of paper, or cardstock I mean, and I cut a, I think it was about a 2, I cut a 2-inch, let's get this down here, 2-inch by about 2.5 inches. So let me see where that will be. 2.5 inches, right about there. Okay, and let's see, I'm gonna get my scissors and cut that. Cut that off. Okay, and you can leave it squared like this, or we can take a little rounder and round the corners, which I think makes it really pretty. I did that with one of my other ones on the other cards. And then we've got it rounded. Whoops, there you go. Okay, so then we can stamp. Let's see, let me get one of my stamps here, my acrylic blocks. And I'm gonna get, this is an old stamp set and I really like it here. It's of flowering flowers and I like this thank you. So I'm gonna use that. And I want to pull out, let's make sure it's straight. That looks pretty straight. And I want to pull out a color, so I think I'm going to pull out some purple here. Let me see where my Gorgeous Grape is. Gorgeous Grape. Well, I'm going to pull out my Gorgeous Grape ink pad. And we're going to ink this up. And I think we'll go that way. Stamp it down. Oh, there we go. And let's see what else I'm going to do. I want to make it, pretty. So I think what I'm going to do, let me see what's on my other one over here. Oh, I think I'll use these. So I have another one called Art and Bloom. And I think what I'm going to do is take the Art and Bloom and take this little thing. So let me clean off this one. I'm running out of cleaner. I need to fill it. So let's get that. Let's get that off of there. I'm just going to stick it there for a minute. And then I'm going to take this and I don't know, I think I want to pull out some, maybe I can pull out, that wouldn't show up very well. Let's try, now somewhere I have Balmy Blue. I'm going to try to pull out some of that blue. That's Coastal Cabana. That's not Balmy Blue. Where is my Balmy Blue? Bermuda Bay. Where is it? I know I had Balmy Blue in here. I don't know. There it is. It's up here. It's over here. I'm going to pull that out. And I want to add some of that to these flowers. I mean, these flowers to this. I just want to do that. And you probably won't be able to see these ones because I'll have something else there. Okay, so that's good enough for that right now. So I need to put that one back over there. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is let's move this out of the way. Okay. So then what I want to do is I'm going to put this on here, but I'm only going to attach it to this top one right here. So when it comes up, see what I'm saying? So I'm only going to put some glue right up here. And maybe right over here. Make sure it's straight. I noticed on one of my other ones I didn't get it very straight. And then I'm going to put that in. Ooh, I hope I did that right. Yeah. And if I have some glue on this side, again, I'm going to take and wipe that off because I don't want it to make my whole card get stuck. Okay, there we go. Now the next thing I'm going to do, and you can just keep making these cards. You just cut them that way, and then you just can turn them different ways. And so now what I want to do is I'm going to put this one back in here, and we'll move it out of the way. Take a piece of paper. Cardstock, I mean, not paper. And I want, let's see, this is the one I've been using. I like this flower. I think you can see that. Okay, so I need a bigger block here. I'm gonna put that on there. And then I'm going to stamp a couple of these. And I think I'm gonna pick out, I do like that blue, so I think I'm going to stamp it in the balmy blue, at least one of them. Stamp it in the balmy blue. Good. And then I need to get that off of there. And I'm gonna stamp one in, I think, the, where did it go? My gorgeous grape. There it is. I'm gonna stamp another flower in the gorgeous. I love the blues and the purples together. And we'll do another one right here, making sure I get it. There we go. Okay. Put that away. And then we're gonna color these real quick. So I'm gonna take my yellow Stampin' Blend, and I'm gonna do the center. I'm also gonna do it on that one. And then I'm gonna take, I think, the darker balmy blue. Let's see, do I want to use that? It's gonna be, yeah, I think we will. Let's color it. Yeah, because then I know what I'm going to do. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Because I think I'm going to like it better than this. And I don't have to worry about staying in the lines because I'm going to cut this. So but I'm not liking the balmy blue on the balmy blue. So what I want to do, there's no contrast to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this color off of here. And we're going to try this. I'm going to take Blueberry Bushel. And I'm going to ink this up really well. And then I'm going to line this up because it is an acrylic block. I mean a stamp. Oh, I hope that's good. And I'm going to try that. Yes. See, what a difference. What a difference a day makes. No, look at that. See, I love that. You got the dark, and then you got the other. Yes, that's what I was looking for. That's what I was going for. Okay, and so then on the purple one, I do have a light. That's Highland Heather, and I think it will work. And it's the light one. Yeah, that'll work. And we'll put that one inside here. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you want it to out, excuse me, you want to outline with your darker color. and then use a lighter one too. And don't make the mistake of coloring your stamps with these, because I tried that and it will permanently mark them. So yeah, color them. So don't put those on there. I thought I only could do it like I did Stampin' Up! Markers, you know, and color with them on the stamp sets, but you cannot do that. So, okay, there we go. There's that. And then we're going to cut these out. Okay. So, let's cut this out real quick. I have to take my glasses off so I can see what I'm doing. And it shouldn't take too terribly long to cut this out. And then on the other cards that I made, I did use some pearl stones to add some bling. I don't know if you noticed that. I'll show you here in a second. Let me just get this cut out. And if I'd have been thinking, I would have done this beforehand. But I didn't. So bear with me as I cut this out. And I still don't know how to fast forward and edit and all that stuff. I need a program, I guess. So one of these days I'll spend time and figure this all out. And I'm trying to get some videos. I took like 2 months off, and yeah. So there's one of them. I'll do the purple one here. And I'll show you how I glued them on. I just used my glue instead of my tape for all this. I don't know if I told you where I've been, you know, I've always had adhesive challenges, you know, getting stuff that sticks and works and all that. And my daughter told me about a place called Temu. So I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. And they have all kinds of things on there. So I ordered some double stick tape, like tear tape. And sure enough, it works great. And you can get a whole bunch for a little bit of money, which works for me. And so, yeah, I think the last time I did it, I got like 6 rolls or 10 rolls or something. And it was really, really, really reasonable. I'm thinking it was, I can't even remember. It was like under $5 or something like that for 6 rolls. So yeah, it works really good. And that's where I've been buying my tape. And it's just these, see these tapes? And they come in different sizes. Yeah, I love it. Works good. And then my liquid glue that I found is the Art Glitter glue. Dries clear, and I love it. And there's the purple one. Okay, so now let's put these together. Put my glasses back on so I can see. And decide where you want them. And I'm going to put the glue. I'm going to put the glue up here on these so that that'll stay when I go to lift this up. Okay, you can see there what I did. So I'm going to put that back on there to see where I want it. And so I think I'm going to put it just at the top of these 3 right here, just at the top. making sure I don't cover up any words or anything. Yep, there's no glue on the other side. Then I'm going to take the purple one and I'm going to put some glue on this one. And here, and maybe right there. And like that. And make sure I don't have any glue on the other side. And if I did, I would wipe it off. Okay, so that is what we did. And we have a card. And I think it is so pretty. Isn't that pretty? And so then you would just open it up. You can write your sentiment in there. Put it down. So I hope you give this a try. It was really an easy card. Once you get those cuts, and the cuts weren't hard at all. So remember, these are the ones that I did. So open, open. Okay, which is similar to this one. And then this one, well, I guess it is like that one. And then this one, we open this way and then open this way. And here's the little pearls I was talking about. Put the little pearls, and I had these little purple pearls, which I'll probably add to that other one. And then we did some that were this way, and it had a pull out right here. And this one was all the way closed. So I just put some glue right here on both of these and put them down. And then this one here, this one opens up. And then we have a pocket right here. And you got your little tag in there. So I hope you give these a try. Like I said, they were really easy. And I just love them. And thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to put you back up here for a second so I can talk to you. Make sure I'm all the way up here. There we go. Make sure I'm all together. So anyways, thank you for joining me, and have a great day and happy creating. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And if you like this video, click the like button. And until next time, happy creating. Bye-bye.